Hey you guys, it's John, and I just want to say I am going to start uploading different videos exposing all the sexual related things that I've seen in Los Angeles. I'm going to start a channel called Sexual Related Ministries. I'm going to work on exposing the Playbook, which is a book designed by and paid for by the Los Angeles Department of Public Health, along with the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and specifically the Division of Adolescent Medicine. And I'm also going to, and what that is it's a book that is supposed to teach kids essentially and young people how to have sex and about sexuality. It is not a sexual education, but what it really is it's directly grooming the kids. It's horrendous. I'm gonna have an entire series playlist for this. Because there is so much that has to be exposed about this book and about the people making this book. And in addition to that, the organizations that are distributing the book and the education classes that they're offering, and that has everything to do with the distribution of the book. How many people essentially have received this book? That's the thing that I haven't been able to truly investigate. And I'm gonna have to, I should go to these organizations, and I should ask them these questions and ask them how many people have received this book. And we should all demand transparency, because this was provided by public institutions, and also it was funded by taxpayers. So we should know how many youth have received these books. I'm a victim of this book, and I don't know how many other victims like me there are. So that's one project. Another project is the sexual orgies and parties that are happening in the city, all around the city, all around Southern California, all around the state, all around the country, you guys. It's everywhere. This stuff is happening everywhere, and they want us to be silenced, deplatformed, demonetized, doxxed, canceled. This is what they want. They want us dead. They want to suffocate us until, and just judge it, just tell us that we're judging, when they're the ones judging us. They want to limit our free speech. They want to limit our rights, our inalienable rights, which come from God, which even if they take them away from us, they can't, because these rights are inalienable. This is what it means to be an inalienable right. This is the definition. This is what the founders thought. And this is why it's so important to recognize these things. They want to limit our ability to congregate, our freedom to congregate, our freedom of religion, everything. Everything is under attack, everything. And so we can't take these things for granted. We have to protect these rights. We have to protect ourselves, protect our freedoms. This is all about freedom. And when you say this is about good and evil, because you guys, when you see the things in this book, the only thing that can come to mind to describe that book is debauchery and evil. There's no other word. When you know that it's targeted toward kids and youth, there's no other word. Just to give you and there's a trigger warning here, right? I don't want anyone to, because this entire book is pornography and it's extremely graphic. But just to give you a quick, just to kind of shock you so that you can truly understand how bad this book is. On one page, it recommends the youth who are reading it to take a belt and to put it around their neck and put it around their partner's necks to choke themselves, in order to get a sexual stimulation through that, not asphyxiation, but pleasure from choking. On another page, it recommends fisting, you guys, putting their hand inside someone. This sexual practice. Those are just two things. It doesn't even scratch the surface, because it just scratches the surface, because this book is, I have it right in front of me. I have it here in my backpack. This book is, I want to show you the cover, the Playbook. Right here, very last page at the bottom in the tiniest letters. I wonder why they made this in very small letters. The Playbook was developed at Children's Hospital Los Angeles Division of Adolescent Young Adult Medicine with funds provided by Net County Costs, Los Angeles County Department of Public Health, Division of HIV and STD Programs. It has the contract's number right there at the bottom. It lists the number. So we should be able to research this contract number. We should be able to find out how much money went into this program. Look at this. It's all dildos, vibrators, condoms, anal beads. This is what they're publishing. This is what they want your kids to know. This is what they're trying to teach your kids. And those two things I mentioned in this book, those are just two little things. This book has so much text. It is 51 pages long. 51 pages. And I just mentioned two things. This entire book has things like that. Look at all these post-it notes I had to put, because there are so many comments one can make about this book, you guys. It is full of evil stuff. Evil. And not only that, the most important thing, I think, is that what they do with this book, they groom the kids in the sense of they teach them everything possible that they believe is healthy sexuality. They teach them these things, and what happens is the youth can't actually have sex, or when they become adults or whatever. They can't. Why? Because this book has educated them, groomed them on everything they're supposed to do, and there's nothing left. And as we know about sex addiction, it is a progressive illness. This book promotes it. This book is a breeding ground. This book is a breeder of sex addicts. And being progressive, the kids, the youth, whoever's doing these things sexually, they're going to get to a point where none of this stuff is going to matter. It's not even going to be enough. They're going to want more and more and more. And they're going to enter a world of paraphilia. In fact, this entire book is already paraphilia. How can you get even worse? Well, you can. You can. They're going to start doing things that go way beyond the bounds of what's socially acceptable. This book is not socially acceptable. Almost nothing in this book is socially acceptable. And mind you, the one thing that they should do in sex education is let you know legally what the age of consent is. It's not mentioned in this book. I wonder why. I wonder why this book doesn't mention what the legal age of consent is. If the purpose is supposedly sex education. Why? Why would they want that? Why would they want to hide that fact from young people? Isn't that the most important thing? You learn the body parts and you learn the legal age. And you learn, to wait, right? Practice some abstinence. This book is not about abstinence. This book tells you it has more information. The monogamy section is this tiny, and then the polyamory, polygamy, non-monogamy section is this, and an entire other page. So the non-monogamy is like this much, altogether it's about this much text, while the monogamy is like this much. I wonder why. What are they trying to push? What's going on here? And what was I going to say else? They're doing all these little things. I forgot, you guys. There's just so much to talk about this book. I can talk about this book for hours. In fact, I will. That's what my series is going to be. I'm going to go page by page, different videos, to expose this. This is it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, which ultimately is destructive to you, right? And that's what this book does. This book is shaping the minds of the future generations of America. And I'm sure, and beyond that, because I'm sure, American culture and these different things, they're promoted around the world. Anything the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles does, it's going to go to children's hospitals around the world. I don't know about this book specifically, but we know that about, methods for medical care.